and facilities, residential hostel building, availability of teachers, regular training of teachers, free textbooks, uniforms for children are provided by the government schools. Wrong decision by that the students are making themselves. Many have a poor school attitude and are frequently bored by school. They are disconnected to their families, so they think that they can do as they want. They don't think what their parent will think that why they are leaving the school. Main cause of high school dropouts. School factor can include absenting, difficulty keeping up with schoolwork, suspension, and dislike of school. Family factor that can impact school dropout include low socio-economic status, low education level of parents, family destruction. They do not see the reasons for what they go to school. They have to go to school for the study. If they will not study today, they
Has he dropped out of the meeting? He's back.
I'm sorry, I don't know how the meeting was disconnected.
It's okay, please continue.
They are not involved in school activities and lack self-esteem.
Switch on your video.
Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya and the PM Poshan scheme play an important role in enhancing the rate of school dropouts. The school dropout of girl is 19.9%. They don't see how to study. They think that if you will, they will not study. They can be anything. If we will not study, we can't do anything, and we will not such. We are like we can't earn money, and we can't live without earning money.
Okay. Well, Kush, you have prepared the matter, collected somewhere, speaking from it, appreciated till this level. But you were speaking so fast, just like a book reading, that nothing was organized while you were speaking. I think you should take it very seriously that when you were offline, you learned it very nicely that how to start a PPT or a public speech. But this is not reflected in what you have done today. So it's a disappointment to me that you have just thought that only having matter in the hand is what public speaking is all about, but it is not. It's mostly about the way you put forward your words. And the next person is Siddhi and Riddhi, but both of them are not here. So keeping that in mind, we will start with our today's topic. Okay. So let us go ahead. So shortly, we are going to begin with the story recitation. The way story is spoken is called as recitation. Okay, so today's topic is a beast. Okay, we will be talking about a certain set of story here. But before that, we have got some work to do. It's a pre-activity of this story. So I will just bring it on. Just give me a moment. I will bring out this thing. So yes, here is the. So when you hear the word beast, what generally comes to your mind? What words strike your mind when you hear the word beast? Bhavini. It's demon. A devil, okay. Vanshika, other
Scary.
scary, okay. And Hridyanshi,
Ma'am, a little monster.
lethal monster. Kush,
And huge in size.
huge in size, right? Samriddhi, what do you portray? Listening to the
Ma'am, like monster.
a monster only. Oh,
Yes.
rhythm,
Ma'am, same as Samriddhi. Monster.
saksham. Okay, saksham.
Ma'am, a horrible monster.
Right, a horrible monster, monster, scary, demon, devil, and huge, or probably what do we say, enormous in size, behemoth. Okay, just notice the beautiful portrayal of the word beast. Can you notice something different here?
Ma'am, it is like in the shape of the like a sun.
Sun. Okay, any other interpretation of this word? A beast, the way it is written, can you spot something?
Ma'am, eyes.
Yes, Saksham. There are eyes. Just look at this, two eyes here. Can you notice that?
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, I
And-
thinking that if eyes are there, ears, mouth will be there. I was just looking for them.
Okay, okay. You're going one step ahead. For ignoring the current, ma'am will come. Just have a seat. Okay, now I'm going to give you something here.
Ma'am.
It's a pre-reading activity. So this book is all about certain characters, which include tuna, a beast, and other things. So you have to just write your answers before you read the story. So this is the beginning line. Tuna first met the beast on a Sunday afternoon. This is the beginning line. Okay. And now these are the questions, and you have to just interpret your answers before you read the story. So why was tuna fishing alone? Just write these answers in your notebooks. Okay. And then we will see.
Leave this space after reading for after.
Yes, you can leave the space later because your viewpoints, of course, may change, may not change. Why was tuna fishing alone on the Bosphorus?
Cannot conclude, maybe.
Cannot conclude, maybe.
I'm saying that in our answer we can add maybe or.
Yeah, you can add a maybe. It's okay. What did tuna first think when he saw the beast? Your answers should be quicker because story reading will take time. What did the beast look like? What did tuna take from his bag? What did the beast say to tuna? What did tuna collect that week?
Ma'am, can you please bit school now?
Yes. You entered late in the meeting today, Siddhi, although you knew it is your presentation today.
Yes, ma'am. Has it done?
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, there was a problem. I have tried 5 to 6 times, at least 10 times. Then I went to my mother. Ma'am, may I send you a video?
No, I would take your presentation live here only. Let's complete with the story and then I'll see to it. Is Riddhi in the meeting? Why did Tuna become less popular among his friends at school? Why was his family suspicious of Tuna? And why did he invite his brother to go fishing? Okay. Ridyanshi, what did Tuna take from his bag?
Tuna took out a small weapon from his bag.
Took wafers. Okay, that's what you said?
Small weapons.
Weapon. Okay, small weapons from the bag. Very nice. Samriddhi, what did the beast say to Tuna?
I love you.
Ah, okay. Rhythm, what did Tuna collect that week?
Ma'am, tuna collected. Wait a minute, ma'am. Yes, tuna collected some rice that week.
Some rice. Okay, Kush, what did Tuna steal from his family and his friends?
I guess some money.
Money. Okay, Saksham, why did Tuna become less popular among his friends at the school?
Ma'am, because she always eats her lunch alone.
Okay, because she always eats their lunch. Vanshika, why was his family suspicious of Tuna?
Because from past few days, he was very busy outside only and didn't talk to anyone in the house.
Okay. Siddhi, why did he invite his brother to go fishing?
Because he was feeling alone, and no one of the friends was coming with him.
Okay. So he invited his brother. Right. So now let us see whatever you have thought uh, as a guesswork you have done. Is it matching to what the real story is all about?
Ma'am, I have written in chat box.
You have written?
In chat box.
Okay, let me check. Okay. Seeds ID card because he was introvert and had different to show in the list. Okay. Okay. Nice attempt, Samriddhi. Now let's get back to the story and see who is Tuna, who is Beast, and the other questions that you have thought are answered correctly in your own mindscape, whether they are correct or not. So here we go with the story. A beautiful story by Guy Bass. So here we are going to read this story. Let us ask Vanshika to read it.
Tuna first met the beast on a Sunday afternoon. Sunday was Tuna's favorite day. He preferred to spend it alone, fishing on the sun-dried banks of Bosphorus. No one really knew why he seemed to always choose his own company. After all, his two brothers spent almost every moment together. His concerned parents would often encourage him to play with his brothers, but Tuna would always reply, I would rather go fishing instead. He even stayed away from the other fishermen on the river bank. He kept to a quiet part of the shore that rarely gave up anything more than plastic bottles and old socks.
Now,
So it was
Saksham,
Yes, ma'am.
please switch on your video and start speaking.
Yes, ma'am. So it was that Tuna was
Beta,
alone.
video we require. Switch on your video. Quickly. Yes.
So it was that Tuna was alone on the bank of the river when he met the beast. It moved slowly through the water towards him. At first, he uh, thought it was a large fish, then a piece of driftwood, then an oil slick. It wasn't until its grey, bony head began to emerge from beneath the water that Tuna realized it was like nothing he had ever seen. Its glassy eyes peered at him in expectation. Tuna could see the shadow of the beast's body under the water. It was huge, as big as a car. Its tail moved slowly back the fourth 3 or 4 meters behind it.
Samriddhi,
Tuna's first thought,
can I have you on video?
or just a second.
Start.
Tuna's first thought was to run, but something kept him there, an excitement, a strange greediness. After a few moments, the beast lifted its head further out of the water. It looked something like a giant wolf or crocodile, but not quite like either. It had a gnarled crest and odd fine tendrils flowing down its neck. The river bubbled as the beast breathed in and out, in and out.
Keep
Tuna,
continuing.
Tuna instinctively reached into his satchel. He took the
Sachet.
sachet. He took the sandwich his mother had made for him and threw it into the water. The beast lunged its great head, and Tuna saw a mouthful of jack teeth before the sandwich disappeared down its throat. More, it seemed to say. Tuna hurriedly gave the beast the rest of his lunch, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't nearly enough. More.
Okay. Now rhythm.
Uh, I don't have any more. Tuna replied. More, said the beast again. More, ma'am, what is this?
E-code.
Echoed Tuna. It already seemed clear that the beast did not mean him harm. If it did, he would be dead by now. No, it wanted something from him. Tuna felt as if the beast had chosen him. It had chosen him and no one else. He smiled and said, I will bring more next week. I will bring you more next Sunday. Will that the beast begin to
That.
sink? With that, the beast began to sink back into the river. Tuna stared at the water for an hour, but he knew the beast would not return, not unless he bought it more. More, more tuna muttered again as he made his way home. He decided straight away that he would not tell anyone what had happened. He liked to keep secrets anyway, and this was a secret like no other. He imagined what his brothers would think if he told that he had spent the day with the beast of the Bosphorus. They would probably call him a liar and he would have to prove he was telling the truth. He would have to take them to Riverside. What if the beast didn't appear? Or worse, what if it did? What if everyone saw it? Then it would be everyone's secret, which is not secret at all. Tuna, Tuna spent the week gathering as much food as he could. He collected it carefully, secretly, from cupboards or by hiding his own dinner in his pockets when no one was looking. By the end of the week, he had filled two carrier bags with him with food. 2 bags. Would it be enough? Tuna wasn't sure what he had see when he returned to the riverbank. But
But
the beast was riverbank. But the beast was already there waiting for him. He saw its dark shadow from the shore and watched it drag in its great dark body out of the water as he approached. He wondered if anyone else had seen it, but he sensed that the beast did not want to be discovered, except by him. He was different. More, more said the beast. It had eaten both bags full, including the bags, in a matter of moments more. There is no more, Tuna replied. The beast puffed and gurgled, repeating more over and over. It seemed almost desperate. Finally, Tuna added, I will try and bring you more next Sunday. Tuna spent the next few weeks gathering food for the beast, and every Sunday he would go to the river and the beast would feed. Then it then it would ask more. Tuna stole from home without thinking. His family's food was his food, after all, but it was not enough. He began to steal from children at school. Tuna had no real friends. He had always felt different from the other children and he preferred it that way. He didn't want it to be like everyone else. Everyone seemed to be everyone seemed to be where is that? To be the same, doing the same things, living the same lives. It was a easy stealing from one child as it was stealing from another. Tuna took money from their pockets and food from their plates. Soon he began thieving from street vendors selling nuts and cements. Then he took from shops and markets, but 4 bags full was but 4 bags full was still not enough. Nor 5 or 6 or 7. The beast always needed more. But the 10th week, Tuna was running out of food and ideas, and had only managed to collect 2.5 bags of food. He was less popular than ever with his schoolmates, who had caught him stealing a few occasions. Local shopkeepers had started keeping an eye on him, or even barring him from their stores. Even his family were getting suspicious. At dinner, they watched him like hawks. Uh, what, what, what are you doing tomorrow, Tuna? Asked one of his brothers suspiciously. Fishing again? Yes, fishing, Tuna replied, not looking up from his plate. Same as ever, said the other brother, but you never ever come back with with any fish. Ever, the younger brother uh, reiterated. So
reiterated.
reiterated. So what do you do all day? Down by the river. His brothers asked. His mother and father always waited for an answer. Tuna felt a single bead of sweat from above his eyes. He imagined turning up with his uh, peltry 2.5 bags and seeing the beast sink disappointedly into the water, drifting away forever in search of some different. Tuna suddenly looked up at his brothers. Come with me and find out, he said. Come fishing, come fishing with me tomorrow. But in that moment, Tuna saw more than just his brothers, much more. 20 bags full at least.
And that is the end of the story. Have you understood what does the end mean? What does the end mean?
Ma'am, like Tuna was helping that beast and maybe feeding feeding him.
Feeding him with what?
Ma'am, food.
No. Yes, Siddhi?
Tuna always used to come and give the beast the food. But when his brother was king and Tuna told to them that I do this thing with the food that I take, and his brothers brought 20 bags at least for the
No,
beast.
no. Yes, Agni.
She moved like
No. Who has understood the ending of the story? Yes, Bhavini.
was the brother's love who corresponds with for tuna and the beast.
No.
Or maybe tuna become beast.
Ma'am, maybe Tuna on that in the last Tuna like to tell everything about the beast and what did
I will
he
give you a few moments
Ma'am,
to read this
like
line. Come with me and find out, he said. Come fishing with me tomorrow. But in that moment, Tuna saw more than just his brothers, much more. 20 bags full at least.
Ma'am,
What?
maybe it's like the more you share the knowledge, the better result you get something.
No. Vanshika.
Ma'am, maybe the beast was saving the food.
No.
Alas.
Yes, Agni. Correct. So why was he taking his brothers for the fishing? Because now this time he doesn't want to disappoint the beast. He will feed his brothers. That is a shocking end. So what do you feed? Please, this is a very serious message. Whom you are feeding, you must know. If you are feeding a beast, you yourself will be affected. Tuna just wanted to be different. So he wanted beast to be there. And that's why he was feeding him every day. And someday he took 2 bags, someday he took 7 bags. But this time he was just having 2.5 bags with him. And it was written that he does not want to see him disappearing and disappointing by going down there in the water. So he took his 2 brothers and saw 20 bags full. Like in 2 brothers, he saw 20 bags. So this is what more he was offering. So with whom you are, it's they have multiple messages. Your company, with whom you are living, you will become like that. He was living with a beast. So he himself now is a beast. Although he was not a non-vegetarian, it's nowhere been written that he was a non-vegetarian. But now the kind of hunger he has to feed the monster, he's ready to surrender his brothers also. That's how his mentality has become. That he's ready to give the food, offer the food in the form of his brothers. So it has a very serious message. Okay? Yes. So this is how, that's why it is written that Tuna felt a single bead of sweat from above his eye. So there is a, sweat coming from his head because he's saying something very terrible. He was himself nervous while saying all these things. So that's how. And now I want you to compare your answers with the story which you thought and what actually it is. Right? I hope everybody has got a different version of it now. Did you think it would be that different?
Ma'am, I thought like 20 bags more at least, like the brothers will also help him in collecting food.
So what is this type of skill called as?
I also thought that same.
No, so the family didn't accompany him. He didn't want, actually, he wanted to be alone all the time. But this is what we called as a reading between the lines. This is the skill which I want to develop in you people. Sometimes these are ambiguous statements, not very clear, right? But the strong message is this, that he wanted to offer his brothers to the beast now, because he himself has become a beast, offering more and more. Yes, 20 bags is equal to 2 brothers, right? So this is reading between the lines.
Ma'am, but how will 20 bags be filled with 2 brothers? Like,
No. See, he is always carrying some food bags with him, 2 bags that ways. So this time he just have 2.5 bags with him, right? So in his brothers, he is just visualizing that in the form of my brothers, I'm carrying 20 bags. Okay, this is equal to 20 bags, right? So as much as 20 bags can carry, my 2 brothers will serve that much of food to the beast.
Okay, I thought like he would cut them in pieces, then put him in bag and like all that.
Don't make him that cruel. Right. So now this is how what story is all about. Sometimes very secretive, unpredictable, and sometimes very clear and appealing also. But let's raise our levels now. So when we move to story recitation, okay. So from tomorrow, we will be starting story recitation, okay, wherein you will be crafting your own stories with the characters in your hand. Okay, I will be giving you the objective. See, if we see the story from the moral of what you feed, you will become, or what you sow, you will reap, kind of thing. And your company matters a lot. So from such morals, you will be creating these stories. I will be giving you a couple of morals tomorrow. You have to choose from those. And so, I'll be giving you characters also. This is going to be fictional, not a non-fictional. This is a fictional one. There cannot be any beast like this, right? So you have to create such a fictional character. Okay, or rather, I'll be offering you a fictional character, and then you have to revolve the story around it. So,
Ma'am,
yes, Samriddhi, you said something?
this is going to be interesting.
It is going to be very interesting and, interesting for those who write.
Mom, I love to read stories. I have never written it,
And you
but
are going to
tomorrow
craft.
I am going to write it.
Yes, this is your, the crafting skills are going to be out then. And now I would like to give chance to Riddhi and Siddhi both to continue with their speeches, which they left yesterday. So let us start with Siddhi first. Siddhi? Kian is not here.